Hey guys, I thought I'd give you some idea about the fodder I use to make these Fallout props, robots, sentry bots, iBots, even the red scorpion. Let me start out by saying one of the reasons it's hard to duplicate one-off work is because you don't have the proper fodder. And as they say, man is only as good as his tools. Well, that also includes his resources. And we're talking fodder here. Let me start with the iBots. This is my first one. And simply put, what you're doing is taking a sphere and then adding gewgaws on it. And for the front here I used a button. For the sides, the round sections, the larger round sections, are simply googly eyes, the large googly eyes, which are available in any craft store. The smaller pieces are smaller googly eyes, these little tiny ones that you see here, this tiny one. And then as far as the antennae, all that are various pins and needles. If you only have pins, you can cut the tips off. And what works here is with the googly eyes, you can pierce those and stick them in pretty good. At the bottom, I put one of these sewing machine helpers, which helps you thread needles, so it looks like some kind of probe. This one similarly started with another round object. It's actually a kid's toy. It's like a battle bot or something. And this time I used a button battery for the front and what looks like a little receiver dish there is actually the back of a jewelry connector. It's a pin connector you put on the back of jewelry, like brooches and things. And then again, for the projections, mostly just those googly eyes. Now this one, a battle damaged one, I used a plastic golf ball. It already had all these little indentions, so it looks like it's battered. Now for the brain bot, basically what I did is I took the base off a Lost in Space robot from the modern movie. This is an electronic part. It's a large one of these things, but you could probably use any barrel type of thing. This is a little speaker. Again, these are those little backings, jewelry backings. This was from the original Lost in Space robot, as were the arms, which I covered in flexible wire protector. This has a split in it so you can open it up. And then that's about it on that. A few more button batteries. Okay. The scorpion, red scorpion, this part is a kid's toy that already looked like a scorpion, and I can't tell you, it was in my fodder bin. These are actual crab claws that I picked up off the beach, and then I just added some stuff in the front, painted it up. The eggs are simply pieces of paper wadded up, covered with lens tissue, and then coated with hot glue and Mod Podge. This robot is again from the unique fodder category. This part and the part on the bottom was actually from medical devices. There you can see the button. This is also medical. I put wires through the little tubes. These things on the bottom look like wheels, are actually retractable clip-ons to your waist, and it had a retractable cord for your keys. And of course the light bright on top. Some of you might recognize this. This is from one of the Disney movies. Those one-eyed guys. I can't remember the name of them, but this was as a whistle, a McDonald's toy, and I just cut it off and put a base on it. Now, this sentry gun, a gun from the Fodder box. This part here is actually an adjuster for automotive headlight. The missiles on either side are those turkey baster things that pop up with the little red button in the back. Not baster, temperature, turkey temperature thing. Tell you your turkey's done. And then again, those medical tube things. And there's a paper clip in the back here. And this one is some kind of like robot foot. And it's a hair curler. So like I said, if you have the right fodder, you can duplicate these things, but the chances that you'll have the exact same type of stuff I have are slim and none. But you could use like the googly eyes idea, and of course the needle and pin idea. But you get the general idea that you need to gather up various types of fodder in order to have enough resources. So you have different round items. Like I said, jewelry pieces are really good. Here's somebody that is into that. My fodder resources are ridiculous. So that's one of the reasons I don't do a lot of tutorials, is because, like I said, you won't be able to really find the exact fodder I start with. But anyway, that gives you some idea of what I did for these Fallout props, and maybe will inspire you to try different things. And I'm out.